Hello, hello, everyone. This is Nana for Tangle Time Arts. And today we're looking at day 19 of the Zentangle Advent Calendar. I'm following along with MZ Creates, and the information's in the description. You can get a free download. You can still get a free download. Request that. Day 19. Wow, where did the time go? We are looking at Noodle by Angie Gittles, and it's a lovely, I would say, border or ribbon tangle. Um, it looks complicated, but we're going to go step by step, and we're going to do this in the round. So we're going to take our time. My inspiration for this project is around peppermint candy. And I kind of borrowed the theme from a holiday party I was at a couple weeks ago. The theme was peppermints, specifically the round ones, not the candy canes. All right, I'm going to set my peppermint candy aside for later. That'll be a treat. We are going to need a white tile. I am using an original one, the 3.5 by 3.5 inch. But if you want to work larger for this project, please feel free to. I also have a black pen, a number 2 pencil, a tortillon, and a compass. And I also have a variety of gel pens. I am using Uniball Signo today in red and gold. And I also have a green Sakura Jelly Roll, a metallic one. All right, let's get started with, I'm going to take the pencil and I am going to kind of try to find the center. I'm just drawing a diagonal and leaving a mark kind of where I think the center is. And where it crosses, that's pretty much what I'm going to go with. I have my compass set to 1. So it's going to be a 2-inch diameter circle. And if you would prefer to trace something, that's totally fine. All right, there we are. I'm a little off on my center, but that's okay. I'm going to set my compass aside, and then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to mark at the top here. Let's think of this as a clock. So this is noon, and across from that is 6. And then the halfway point, we have a 3 and a 9. And then we want to fill in, and you don't need to measure, we're just approximating. So we have 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and we're back up to the top at noon. I'm going to put my pencil aside and pick up my black pen. We're going to make little orbs, and I've found working with this tangle that it works best, at least for me, if I'm working with an even number of orbs. So we're just going to put those in all the way around our clock. I'm just going to put a dot in this one so that I know that's the top, number 12. 12 o'clock. And now we're going to start connecting the orbs. And the way we're going to do this is starting at the top one, we are going to circle around and go out to the next one and come in and touch that one and then go to the third one. We're always working in 3s. So I'm going to slowly come around, go out, back in and touch the second one, and over to the third one. Rotate your tile and do the same steps here. And then the same. And we're just working our way around. All right, we made it all the way around. Now we're going to start not at the 12 o'clock, but at the 11 o'clock. And this works a little bit differently. So we are going to, it's kind of the opposite. We're going to come around and go out and touch the second one and come back in. Again, we're always working in threes, but this is going the opposite from the way we went before. Okay. And then rotate a little bit. And we're coming out, touching the second one, and then coming back into the third one. So it's a little tricky. Just work slowly. This one does take some practice here. And we did it. We made it all the way around. All right, now comes the fun part. So starting again at the top, number 12, we are going to aura this shape. So we come out and then come right back into this point. And we're going to do that twice. And then we're also going to do that on the inside the same way. So we're just alternating sides. And remember to rotate your tile as you need to. So I'm working very slowly and deliberately. It's not a race. All right, now that we're back at the top, we're going to add some more aura shapes. So we're going to put in roughly 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to go all the way around on the outside here. that. And we're back where we started. And now I'm going to do the same on the inside with 1, 2, 3. There's less space on the inside, so your auras are going to be thinner. Like that. And then I'm going to rotate it back up to, because I know that's the top. All right, that's our basic noodle tangle in the round. Now we're going to add some color to it. So I think I will actually start with the green here, and then we'll do some shading, and then finish that off. So these center areas that come out from the orbs, I'm coloring those green. You could substitute another color like silver. That would look really nice too. I'm just working my way around, but I'm being careful where I place my hand because gel pens can take longer to dry, and I don't want to smear my piece. Almost finished with the green. All right. Now I'm going to go in and add a little bit of shading. I am going to do that in the outer areas very lightly, just a very thin line of graphite. Very thin. You don't have to add much. And then we're going to do the same on the inside. Um, kind of at the outer part here. That. And then I am going to add a little more shading in these areas by the orbs. And I'm doing that also on the inside. Just a little bit of graphite. Okay, and then I'm going to set my pencil aside and take the tortillon and just do a little bit of blending to smooth that out. And the same thing around these edges. We don't have a lot of graphite on here, and that's perfect. We don't want a lot. All right, I think we're back at the beginning there. Just finish that out. All right. I'm going to set the tortillon aside, and I am actually going to take the red pen. So I have the Uniball Signo, and I'm going to start filling in some spaces, but I will be alternating. So I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to start on the outside. And this swirl here is, I'm going to leave white for now. And with the second one, I'm going to add some red color. And I think I want to bring it down to about there and then leave a little white space and keep going. And then I'm going to have a white area and then come in and do the next one. All right. And then I'm just going to continue working on the outside, but where we had this one as white, red, white, red, white, this time we're going to do red. Start with the red. Then we'll have a white one. And then a red one. Then white, and then another red one. This is kind of a small one. Okay. So I'm kind of alternating what I do with the stripes. So now we'll go back to starting with white. We'll have another white one, and then this will be red. And this one will start out as red. Rotate a little, and again, be careful because I can see with the Signo that it's taking a longer time to dry than our black pen would. So we're starting to get a nice peppermint look. Yeah, this last one starts with the red. And when I do this, I try to keep the spacing with the white kind of consistent. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I try. All right. So then we need to do the same on the inside, but we're going to do the opposite. So whereas this one started with a white stripe, so the one down from it is going to start with the red. And since this one started with a red, we're going to start this one with the white. And then just keep alternating our way around. And don't stress out if somehow it gets out of order. It's not going to really make that much of a difference. We're all learning here, and this is kind of an experiment. We're trying something new. We start with a white one, go over to a red one. We're going to start this one with a red one. And we're on our last one, yay. And if gel pens are not your thing, please feel free to use a marker or colored pencils. Okay. And then our next step is to add a little striping. So I'm going to demonstrate in one of the spaces that's a little wider. So I'm going to take my red pen, come up from the bottom, and I'm just making a line in the white space. If you've got a narrow one like I do, just do the best that you can, or you could even skip that one. I'm just working on the outside again. It's just easier for me to keep track of things. And this step is actually optional if you would like to just leave those white, then go right ahead. Oops, I'm going a little off the screen. Sorry. And I'm going to do the same on the inside as well. Some of these are a little bit thin, so I'll just do the best that I can. And I do feel like the Uniball has a wider tip than some of my other pens, so that's important to note as well. I'm almost finished. All right, we made it all the way around. How cute is that? And then I am going to take a gold gel pen. I have a Uniball, or you could do silver. And I am actually going to add that to these orbs. That. Sweet. That's cute. All right. As far as the center is concerned, you could take an eraser and erase out that center point. Let me see if I have an eraser. Or you could blend it out if you'd like to. Or if yours is lighter, it might not show it at all. I have to press a little bit so it shows up on the screen. So, all right. And then the last part is we want to add our initials, our chops somewhere. So let me think where I want to kind of work mine in. I'm probably just going to, this is kind of a tough one. Do I want to work it in I'm just gonna stick it on the end here, like really small, like that. All right. Make sure it's dry before we turn it over. And we are going to put our information on there. So this was, let's see. I always like to put the name of the tangle. Noodle by Angie Gittles. And this was day 19. Day 19. Let's double check. Yeah, day 19. So take a moment to really admire your work. It's super sweet, really cute. And the inspiration was a peppermint candy. So have fun with it. Take your time. It does take a little bit of practice, but I'm positive you can do this. It's been fun learning how to do this one and experimenting with it. And let's see what you all can do. I've enjoyed spending this time with you. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me as we help you discover your inner artist. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.